because otherwise we shall not solve anything. So I thank the presenters. If you have got anything, Omona, let the people want anything to write it. Write it. It is more efficient. Then we can follow it up. Now the many of the issues you have raised, both by Lango and Acholi, are issues of money. Because many of you are MPs, you know the budget. The budget is passed by you. Proposals are made by the government. Most of the time, many times they don't even listen to my proposals, they interfere with them. Which I don't like, but because of my patience, I keep quiet if it's not serious. So therefore, you should know that everything you are talking about here is money. A road here, a school is there, all this is money. So what we need is to listen to my method of budgeting, which I always bring to you. And my budgeting, I even referred to it in the State of the Nation address, where you listen to my advice, achievements are made. I am a guerrilla fighter, I am a bushman. You see where I am living here. I know how to live simply. I never live in luxury because I don't need it and I don't care about it. What I care about is liberating our people. Sometimes I almost get a clash with the parliament. Like in 2006, we were about to get a clash. Fortunately, at that time, Parliament listened to me. At that time, the mistake was that the donors had told our people of finance that the money you collect as revenue by the government of Uganda, use it for recurrent expenditure. Development budget will come from the donors. And that's why there was nothing moving. Development budget means roads, everything. What the donors were telling our people was that the money which the government of Uganda collects as taxes, you cham, just eat it. For Donglobo, development is Donglobo. For Donglobo, you'll get from the donors. And you remember, in that 2005, we went into the elections with load shedding. There was no electricity. Why? Because NRM had repaired the old dam of Jinja and upgraded it, but had not added on because Bujagari had been blocked by Parliament for no good reason. And therefore, there was no new dam built. So when we came from the elections, I called the NRM caucus and I said, you people, the cabinet first and the NRM caucus. And I advised them, I said, you people, the government of Uganda must fund the development budget itself. And you must put good money. And once we put it, we emphasize the roads and electricity. Fortunately, both the cabinet at that time and the NRM caucus agreed with me because I was ready for a showdown we're going to have a showdown. I was going to say no. So when President says no, Parliament says no, then you have a clash. But fortunately, they agreed. And that's how we put more money in the budget for the roads. The roads you are talking about, the road from Olwiyo, Kochugoma, Gulu, Atanga, Acholi, Kitugu, Musingo, that's from 2006, that decision. Because it was funded by the Uganda government directly. Not loan, not grant, no. The repairing of the Karuma road. All these roads you are talking about, the only one which we used where we have a loan was from the Japanese, was from Gulu to Atiak to the border. But the other roads, many of them are Uganda government money. Because of the budgeting, the Swedish had promised to fund the electricity from Konakilak to Patongo to Kalongo. Along the way, they refused. Said, no, we can no longer do it because there is war there. Because of the budgeting we did in 2006 of putting more money for electricity, more money for the roads, we funded that extension of the power ourselves from Patongo, from Konakilak, Patongo, Kalongo, I think even Abim, Lango was able to be connected. Even Moroto was connected because of what we decided. When the caucus supported my views about budgeting, now that you have challenged me in the budget, I will list all the things in the budget speech. I will list all the things that came from the 2006 decision of you listening to my proposals, which were charm less, Dongolobo more. So now I don't want to go into the details of all of this. So all these things you are talking about, it is money. So let's budget. Budget, and my budgeting is I budget as Moy Melum. Moy is soldier. Moy Meolum. I live in the bush here. I have no problem. Listen to my budgeting. Then, and tell the people the truth, because we cannot budget for everything at a go. Don't also go and give the people, well, this one, the 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. No, please. If we should budget very strictly for production instead of consumption, consume less, produce more. Put more in production. Then also tell them that we may not be able to do everything at a go. But as long as we are moving, what do we say? Mot, one by one makes a bundle. One by one makes a bundle. So that's the general comment I wanted to make, because many of the things you are talking about here are really money. Now, for instance, when you say, apart from the tarmac roads, which we shall have to deal with according to the money we have, we want to do them, but if we don't have the money, we shall do them one by one. But there are the Maram roads. what you call the district roads. That's a very good point. I have already bought road equipment for each district. They have the equipment. Because I saw that theft, the stealing, the contracts, what. I said, no, let me buy equipment from Japan for every district. And I later on can even add the town councils, so that contracts get out of the roads. We use our own equipment. Now the problem is money for the fuel. I think it was somebody, it was Lamera, Cecilia Guaro, somebody who was talking about the 400 million per district for the fuel, for the roads. Somebody was talking about it. Someone was talking about it. Absolutely correct. Even Olanya had talked about it. Jacob, the red. So this budget, because I was calculating, like, I think it was Ariek who was making the speech. She said, if Lango zone had 90 billion a year, they could work on the Maram roads. That's what she said. So if it is, the zones like Lango are 18 in Uganda. Lango, Acholi, Ankori, there are 18 of them. So if each one needs 90 billion, 10 of them need 900 billion, 20 need something like 1 point something trillion. Let's budget 40 and agree and cut all these other chum things. Let's do it. But don't support chum and then come and cry for Dongolowo. So I will start with the NRM caucus. Because this is real planning and it's democratic, because these Maram roads affect everybody. All the Wananchi are inconvenienced by these Maram roads. Now that we have the equipment, let's give them enough fuel. But that means we suppress other things. Suppress cham. Suppress cham. We say, please, that one, let's concentrate on the Maram roads. I don't even know how my road is now from here to Lira. I don't know how it is. I came by air. I don't know how bad it is. Now you see. The road from there to Apala, to Aroi, to all these places, Adwari, how is it now? So, let's now, thank you very much for bringing this one up. I have told you I have reminded you, because you know my views.